What's going on, Show Nation? It's Movie with Movie Gaming TV. In these videos, I will be going back and doing film study on my past gameplays. I'm not a very emotional player one way or the other when I play. I prefer to really just lock in and pay attention because there's so much to think about. So in the moment, I provide awful commentary. What I can provide in uploading these gameplays though is some perspective on what decisions I am making when, as well as it will allow me to go back and see what I can improve upon. So if that is something that interests you, welcome aboard. I will edit out all of the parts that are boring or insignificant as we go, such as extended amounts of time in the pause menu. I'll be watching this gameplay back for the first time, so hopefully I didn't do too bad. There will be wins and there will be losses. With that said, let's go ahead and get started. Movie Gaming TV, MLB The Show 23 film studies are designed to help the average MLB The Show player take their game to the next level. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want more videos like this in your feed.
Alright, for episode 1 of this is my team. I have Trout in left, Griffey in center, Tatis in right, Chipper Jones at third, Derek Jeter at shortstop, Trey Turner at second base, Babe Ruth at first, JT at catcher, Shohei at DH. There's my bench. Almost never use the bench. And then for this game in particular, I started this Miyagi card. Now, I normally always start bullpen cards just because their per nines are so much better than the starting pitchers, and I like to try to get ahead in the game early. I can put a starter in later depending on how the game goes. But I did start this one off with Miyagi. I liked using them in that BR program, so I thought, hey, why not give them a try in this? You'll see how that goes. But the one critical mistake of this team right now, if you have Shohei Ohtani at DH, you need to make sure that you put him in your rotation as well. Otherwise, you will not be able to pitch with him. So that's definitely something I'm going to fix moving forward. All right, let's go ahead and watch this one back. Alright, so here we go. Episode number 1 of Film Study Daily Ranked. So he's leading off with Mike Trout, 232 average, 4 home runs. The live series 1 has him at parallel 3. We're going to start off with a high and outside fastball. Missed our spot there. He was early on it. Trout usually pulls the ball really well, so I like to pitch him to the outside, you know, if it's right on right with the cutter. This is the best pitch for this guy, I think, is that curveball, because it's only 69 miles per hour. So we were able to get him to strike out there. Starting off with the same pitch sequence again as I watched this film. Going to the outside with fastballs. That's another thing too. So I was using this indicator instead of the drifting ball. I have to put on the drifting ball. I need to go switch my settings. I was just kind of seeing how that setting was. If you have like a lot of fielding, it'll go to like just a small dot for your player to be able to go and make the catch. But I feel like drifting ball is just so much better for me. I got to go back to it. Another curveball. That's his best pitch again. Probably need to utilize that more. It's just so slow. So we're kind of starting out all of these at bats in the film study with the same first pitch, which is not good. It is not good at all. We did face a bunch of righties. I didn't try to go too much high and inside with that fastball. So now he has Justin Steele. We have Shohei Ohtani, who I think is going to be my wild card player, just because he's the only player that can hit and pitch. So in set 3, I think he's going to be extremely valuable. So I'm hitting him leadoff. I always try to think of like hitting with his swing, like I'm hitting with Griffey's swing. It's just kind of how I use the timing. I just kind of visualize that he has Griffey's swing. 2-2 here. Missed that sinker. Justin Steele with the pitch. Outside, 3-2. Good take. We're looking to take away the inside part of the plate. And we're just a little bit late in doing so there. The aim wasn't too bad. All right, Trout stepping up here. Let's see the pitch sequence. First pitch. A low circle changeup. Just missed it with the aim there. I am using the DualSense Edge. I am pushing the back right button to swing with my index finger. I usually use my middle finger, but with so much grinding, it actually got a little bit sore. And my index finger might be a little bit better anyway, so that's what I'm using in this game controller-wise. Outside, 2-1. He had a perfect release on that sinker. In the middle, kind of saw it was going to be a good pitch to hit too late. Kind of strange to be late on an SCV like that, but it is what it is. High and inside, we missed our spot there. Left it over the middle. Brandon Marsh is a really good card. Out of the monthly awards, he can play defense and he can hit really well. 125 clutch for Jock. I didn't know that. Get him on that curveball. We're going to go to that curveball again. And not too bad of a release, I think. Late on the pitch release. I'm trying to like kind of dot this pitch. And I'm missing again. It's just so important to maintain the focus of trying to get perfect pitches every single time. Like, those just aren't good enough. I mean, it wasn't too bad of a pitch, but that's just not good enough. Smashes it down the line. He's going to be into second with a double. We don't have any outs. So, again, that's why I like to really start bullpen pitchers. I was just trying to see if we could get a couple innings here out of Miyagi. Missed with the changeup. I'm even trying pure analog. There's a lot of people that have been going to pure analog for MLB The Show 23. There's some advantages and disadvantages to using pure analog. Again, I have not used it in so long. What a terrible pitch. I think I need to personally stick with pinpoint. Now, I have the game on Nintendo Switch, and actually on Nintendo Switch, I do like to use the analog pitching just because it's a little bit more difficult to use the pinpoint. And again, another advantage of analog is if you have like a circle change, it's so difficult to do the circle change on the pinpoint compared to analog. But just in general, even if you go back to that 30 tips where I kind of talk about where to move the pinpoint meter down, like either to the right or the left of the bottom circle, so you can kind of dictate if it's going to stay as a strike or go for a ball. I got to stick with pinpoint in the future. The other big disadvantage of analog is if someone R2s, it can mess up your analog, whereas on pinpoint, it doesn't do that as much. 3-0, we're down here. Can we just get through this inning, Miyagi? Missing with that fastball. See, the circle change, it's so much more difficult than like a cutter or screwball. Like, I'm really not sure why they were just like, yeah, let's make the pinpoint input be, oh, I don't know, just a circle. Like, it just wasn't really well thought out. Carlos Santana with a ton of power versus lefties. He is dangerous versus lefties with 125, like 110, and he has one of the best swings in the game. Honestly, he might be the best catcher in the entire game. I love using JT, but Carlos Santana is a beast, along with like Posada and stuff like that. But man, that is a really, really good card. You need to get that Carlos Santana card if you need a catcher. 5-0 here early in Shieldswoods Park. If you're playing something like Shieldswoods or Coors, just keep in mind there's going to be a lot of runs scored. Sometimes I like to play at a park that it's a little bit more difficult to hit in. I kind of mix it up this year. Sometimes I use my creative park. Sometimes I'll use an MLB park. Sometimes I'll use a classic. Shieldswoods is probably my favorite, but these games can be very stressful because there's so much elevation. The fences aren't that big. Oh, nice R2 from me there. I need to be using that a lot more. I almost feel like I should R2 when I'm pitching every single time to see where I've thrown the ball in the past. Get another out here. Lindor. Who do you think is better, Lindor or Derek Jeter? I really like using Derek Jeter just because he's new to the game this year. But the Lindor is so good, especially in a park like this. A park like this, you really only need about 60 power to hit it out. So he has what, like 90 to 100 and a great swing, great defense. And he's going to put another one over the wall here. 6-0 early here for my opponent. He's using Mark McGwire. The gold Mark McGwire does have his old swing. This new one, I mean, I've kind of gotten used to it a little bit versus the computer, but it's just not ideal, unfortunately. Go with this curveball low. Swings over the top of it. Strike three. 6-0 though. We are in the hole here in this film review. Babe stepping up 222. When you have Babe, you're going to face a lot of lefties. That's for sure.
1-1.
1-1 count. Let's see what pitch we get here. Inside fastball. Just have to move the PCI a little bit to the right. We would have crushed that.
No, that's out.
Got lucky on that one. That was a perfect release slider. Inside 3-2. Trey Turner on deck. Like, to see where they have thrown me the pitches. That is so important. I really wish it didn't mess with their pitching. I don't think it does as much in pinpoint, but it's critical to see what pitches they have thrown where. All right, he's back from the pause menu now. Right down the middle. Didn't try to do too much with that. Just try to hit it for a base hit. We're going to need a lot of hits to come back in this one. One swing isn't going to get it done. Now, JT, I love using JT's card. If you like using Mike Trout, JT has a very similar swing. He's got that nice leg kick. He's got amazing quirks. This card's really, really good. Like, I really kind of want to go to Santana, but this card is amazing at the same time. Didn't do too much there. Steps on the bag and throws it over to first. McGuire, I believe, getting it done on defense there for him. Griffey hitting 421. Inside fastball. I'm not doing a good job taking that away at all. Left on left right now in this game.
Nope, ball.
Fastball to the slider on the outside. Where's he going to go on pitch 3? He went with the circle change, and that was a huge, huge swing from Griffey. That was not an easy pitch to hit left on left. 1-1 count. Just got enough of it. With the quirks, he takes it out. With the elevation, he takes it out. Derek Jeter here. Very good against lefties. 125, 103.
That's a foul.
He has that toe tap with his foot. Like, right after he does the toe tap, like the very first toe tap, I'm always kind of ready to swing. Gonna line out there to end the inning, but at least we got a couple runs back. Top of the third here. We got a left on left situation with Miyagi, so might as well try and get Brandon Marsh out here. Going with this curveball. I feel like curveballs and screwballs, kind of the offsuit pitches, I feel are a little bit more difficult to hit this year than in the past. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Drills that to the left center field gap. Threw that pitch too many times in a row. At this point, it's like we're going to go to the bullpen. Going to go to Alvarado. And we're going to warm up Gregory Soto as well. But Alvarado, I pitched with his silver card so many times. Now having this one just feels completely overpowered. Hopefully he can get us back on track here. Couple of inside sinkers. More so attacking the plate a little bit here. And that's just tough for Jock Peterson. 98 sinker dotted. I mean, you kind of have to swing. It's a strike. Taylor Ward up the middle. Turner.
Got him.
Throws in general, I have to do a lot better on. That was a great scoop from Babe, but that's asking a lot out of Babe to make scoops. Even at silver defense is just asking a lot. My throws have got to be much, much better. There we go. Into the green. Well done. Get out of the inning without giving up a run. Fernando Tatis. My averages are so bad with some of these cards in ranked right now. But I got to say, I'm really, really enjoying playing ranked again. I have all of the offline content done. I mean, every single piece of it. I have all the BRs done, the events done. I got the Manaya. So once all that stuff's cleared out, the one thing that's left to do is play ranked. But I really should be playing it a lot more. Good swing there from Tatis. Is he better than Sosa? I don't know. He's a little bit faster on defense. He doesn't have the quirks. I like using him. But I wouldn't say that like he's necessarily better than Sosa. I don't think that's entirely accurate. Not doing a good job of taking away the inside hat. That wasn't even a good pitch to swing at on 0-0. Like, why try to swing at a dotted sinker? Good take there, 1-2.
That's a ball.
2-2 after that.
2-2.
Get a pitch we can turn and burn on. Almost to 100 contact versus left with Shohei Ohtani. Need to get him paralleled up a little bit more. That's one thing I like to use to try to keep focus. It's just every single game, just think about like trying to parallel up your cards. That can give you enough focus and kind of like keep you in a good mindset, I guess. Like kind of a relaxed mindset. Ooh, that was a good swing there. I was right on that. Just a little bit under it. Back-to-back perfects. Starting to heat up a little bit. All right, 1-0 count. Good swing there. Thought it was going to break a little bit more than it did. All right, 2-2 count here. Good take. That's a good spot, too. Fight that one off. It's a good spot. It's a really good spot when you have a sinker baller and you're facing the opposite hand at the plate. That high and inside fastball can be a godsend. It's just a good pitch. I'm late on it. And left on left with Babe. Circle change gets me. And we are retired for this inning. All right, Alvarado starting off with a low and inside sinker.
0-1.
Trying to throw it for a strike because we really can't afford to be putting people on base. We need to throw strikes. Get a nice pop out. Hoping to get through this inning with my opponent kind of taking the foot off the gas pedal a little bit at 6-2. Like when you get to 6-2,
It's 0-1.
you really got to be starting to think about getting the mercy rule and not messing around.
No ball.
0-2, getting way ahead in the count here.
1-2.
Way to hold off. My opponent did a great job there. Another curveball. We're going to go back to it. See if we can do it again. You know what I mean? Let's go inside with the cutter. The pitch sequencing of my brain just feels really good right now. Getting outs. Kind of stringing together some outs here. He drilled that pitch though, but that cutter was almost like a pitch that I thought he was going to drill but not hit over the wall for some reason because it was a ball. 0-2, getting way ahead in counts again. On the ground to Jones. That's an easy play, so back-to-back innings without giving up any runs. Good swing there, 2-1.
JT up now. I really should have gone after that pitch. That was a very hittable pitch there. Squeaks it down the right field line. That's going to get the job done. So we had a pitch that we really should have gone after. We had a really bad swing on the other one, but JT comes up clutch, which he does a lot. There's a lot of people, too, that I swear they go on the attack early in the count against JT, and that's kind of a mistake because he is such a good hitter with such a good swing and so many quirks. Good swing there from Griffey right on the dot with the PCI. Stayed back. 6-4. Got the new Space Cowboys jerseys. I'm pretty much just going to be rolling with the Monarchs, but I found these and it's just so close to like my name for my team. I was like, this kind of fits. All right, DJ, what do you got? 1-1 count. Oh, I should have crushed that pitch. That was right down the middle. I thought it was like a slider just because it was so down the middle, and that's where a slider is going to break to if it's going to go to the edge. Good take there, 3-2.
Count is full.
Way to get on base. Way to get on base. That was big. Now Tatis in the 9 spot. A lot of speed down there, a lot of power. 125 with the clutch. Down the line, foul. Good take. Not really dotting the slider for strikes. That's a dot right there with that fastball. Good pitch to lay off, 2-1.
Nope. Ball.
3-2.
Full count.
Right into the double play.
Go. You got him.
It's like more of a sinker type of swing, and he does not have that in his pitch repertoire, so just why it's important to know what pitches they have and what shapes to look for. I was swinging at a shape that didn't exist with that swing.
Ball.
2-0 on Ohtani.
2-0.
Got a pitch center cut just a little bit underneath it. It will not carry out at this park. 6-4 though, we are chipping away.
Alvarado, I'm just going to go another inning, has full confidence right now. I was trying to really, in this particular at bat, when you come back from like getting a little bit of a comeback, I was going to put that pitch right in the zone, and I'm doing it again in the same spot to try to get quick outs where they just take a swing of the first pitch, and generally like a cutter or a sinker, something that's fast that has some horizontal movement, just to try to get an easy out. And we did accomplish that on the first hitter here. Trying to dot that curveball. I feel like you can dot some off speed a little bit more consistently. And then this is my favorite pitch when it's a primary sinker. When we have a lefty versus a righty like we do here, throwing that up and in fastball is super effective with the cutter. Just because we can't throw those up and in sinkers anymore. Use the off speed below the zone, left versus right. That's always going to be tough for a righty. Get a strikeout there. Brandon Marsh, 2 doubles in this game. Alvarado just throwing dots. Just throwing dots. It's a good pitch. I mean, it's not even really that bad of a swing, to be honest with you. That's just a well-located sinker. Trout up now, 6-4. Ooh, I should have been all over that slider. That time I was like, I thought it was going to be the fastball down the middle. Good take right there. Do not want to mess with that pitch. 1-1. Just, I mean, see, it's like I'm swinging at a sinker that doesn't exist when I go back and watch the film. That's where my PCI was, but he does not have that pitch. I guess he has a 2-seam fastball, but still. All right, he's going to go to Soto, which gives us 125 versus a lefty. I'm so glad that went foul. That almost just threw away the entire at bat. Good take. 2-2. Is that going to get down? It is not. This is what is tough with Babe, is you're just getting a lot of left-on-left matchups. If you're having trouble left-on-left, they still have that mini seasons that you can do, and that really helped me out, just hitting left-on-left over and over and over and going through that entire series, or that entire season. Babe with a double. That was big. Then he's got to stick with Gregory Soto here because of 3 batters. Good take right there from Turner. Good take again. That's a good location to try to go to. Not trying to do too much, but didn't get the dot on the ball. Good pitch there. 0-2. Good pitching right there. Just get Jock to pop out. That sinker's causing a lot of problems. Alvarado just going deep into this game. Still has full confidence. It's basically at this point like, does anybody get on? Maybe we take them out. Right back up the middle. Turner's pretty dang good at fielding with his speed, but he could not get to that one. Going through the bullpen, I'm going to put in Braden Bristow, who is one of my favorite cards. He's completely free in tops now as well. He just reminds me of like a created pitcher. He's got a cutter, a sinker that are really nice, really accurate. They're not fast, but it's very easy to dot. He's got the SLV and then the circle. He's got a really easy to use motion. This is a very, very good card. Good per 9s. He actually has like a ton of stamina also. Cut to the outside, get him to swing and miss. Not always about velocity when you have location. I'd say like location is even more important than velocity, honestly. If you can hit your spots, that's huge. Quick 0-2 on Soto. Let's go to that changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's too fast, it said. Let's see if he can lay off the pitch twice. That was a breaking ball that caught the zone. We got pretty lucky on that. And then that's what's tough. Like, you just can't put Babe in situations where he's got to scoop it all the time. I've got to be better in those throws. I mean, I really make way too many errors right now. Just way too many errors. Fouls that one off. I think that one got off the plate. No, it was over the plate. We got lucky on that one, to be honest with you. Change up. Carlos Santana. It's just going to be an absolute menace at this field. I mean, everybody is, but him in particular with the switch hitting ability, it makes his 80 power that you can see right there like go a long way at this park. Right field feels a lot more deep than like left field. Jeter though makes a play. Solid defender. We're down 9-4. JT, not a good swing. Not a good at bat at all. Not a good at bat at all. Griffey, I mean, not the worst pitch to swing at. We just did not put a good swing on it whatsoever. All right, DJ, getting an opportunity versus a lefty. It's there's a big difference when he faces lefties because you can see it has over 100 power. Puts it into the gap. Gosh, did we need that one to drop. The captain getting it done. Sprints into third for a triple. He is not giving up. We are not giving up. Tatis, 9-4. Good take on the outside. That's a good pitch location too. Good take again, getting ahead in the count, which is critical. And we're also getting a couple data points of pitches that he has. Tatis with that power. Come on, carry off the wall. That was huge. Wasn't the best swing, but it was just bad location on the pitch more than anything. That thing was just right down the middle. And there's going to be a lot of damage done if you leave pitches in the middle. And there's even like a decent swing. Because you can take it to left field or right field if it's down the middle. You know, if it's inside, you kind of got to pull the pitch. If it's outside, you got to wait back. All right, let's go to Soto. 9-5, Lindor up. Good spot, just seeing if he would ground out. Even though it's in the zone, like a lot of the time, that pitch will just go right to the second baseman. We got away with that pitch. Absolutely got away with that pitch. Now we're going to go up and in with that heater. That should have been strike 3, but that's just kind of how the umps call it now. And then we get him to swing and miss on what I call the movie slider, that low and inside back foot slider. Always kind of works like a changeup, very hard to lay off of for whatever reason. McGuire, he has in the 3 spot. Very early on that pitch. Looked like he was about to hit that. He's too early on that sinker as well. Fouls that one off. Let's go to the slider, the movie slider. Did not end up where we wanted it to be. I was early on the pinpoint there. 0-2, can we get another out? Let's go back to the slider. So you can see, like, sometimes I'll double up on the pitch, especially if they take it and it's like 0-2 and then we throw it, comes 1-2. It's like, can you take it again? It's one thing to take it one time. Can you take it again? It's tough to take pitches on 0-2. It really is. What a swing by Brandon Marsh. That card is incredible. Absolutely crushed it off the rocks. That's a deep home run. That would have been out at like any park. Hitting it all the way out there. Stick with it here. Got a perfect. That's at least in the area I need it to be in. Perfect again. Get Jock to strike out again. But now we're down 10-5. All right, he's going to Reyes out of the bullpen. Good swing to start it off. Big time hit from Mike Trout. Need base runners right now. Really could have got me out on that pitch. I send the runner, which I have not done as much as I probably should, because our team has a ton of speed. We have a bunch of 90+ speed players on our team. All right, babe, we need you here. That was a good pitch to go after. It was right in the middle. Foul that one off. Good take. The ultimate pitcher wall. It bounced so high off of him. 2 base runners now. Good take. Don't need to go after a high and inside pitch on 0-0. Able to turn on that one, get it right through that hole again. Trout is in there. It's It's difficult for those catchers to make that tag at home, I feel like, sometimes now in this year's game. JT, good take.
Outside, ball.
Very, very similar swing to Trout's. Babe jumps over it. Double play to end the inning. We definitely did not need that. Might as well stick with Soto. We're down 4 runs as it is. Got to throw that lazy, sneaky sinker just to get him to swing first pitch and hopefully hit it at someone. He did there. That one we did not get anywhere close to a perfect on the meter and left it right in the middle. And deservedly so, a double. Gonna go to Senga. Really like his pitch mix and his motion. Try to get out of this. Gonna go with a cutter on the first pitch because I've got to be thinking he's looking fastball. He put a good swing on that. Tatis has the speed to get back there and make that play relatively easy. Just protecting it home because we're not going to get him in third. That's too far. Santana with 2 home runs in this game. Dot up that fastball and get out of the inning. That was huge from Senga there. All right, 10-6. Inside, just a good pitch. Perfect cutter. I like how that cutter was like off the plate. It's kind of low risk. DJ takes the first one. Great swing. Left it in the middle. DJ taking it the other way with a 90 power. That was one of the best home runs he's hit all year for us, honestly, with that low amount of power in the game situation. That was a big home run for us there. Bit behind that inside fastball. Good take. Just trying to stay alive. I was actually pretty happy that I fouled that one off, to be honest with you. Good take. Left it right in the middle. Just left it right in the middle, and we did not miss on that. All right, he's bringing in Billy Wagner, which isn't the worst thing for us, if only because I've pitched with him a lot and I've seen him throw the ball from this view. That's one of the advantages of using strike zone, is being able to see a bunch of pitches when you are pitching as well. That's just a dot right there, 2-1. Oof, that was not a bad swing. Out in front. Lucky that was not a strike. 3-2. What a monstrous swing from Otani. 3-2. Catch the slider left on left from Wagner and hit it out to center. And that's why I do like this field, because that probably wouldn't have been out at a lot of other fields, but it's a pretty dang good swing, to be honest with you. Oh, we should have turned on that one. We should have turned on that one. Good aim, though.
Nope.
Outside.
2-1.
Good swing. A little bit below the zone, but it's not a bad swing. If we could have got under that, maybe it goes out for a home run. And go after the first pitch. I remember going after that pitch. I remember going after that pitch and being like, why? Why did you go after that pitch? All right, Senga, we need something here. And just going with a funky first pitch, and he's way out in front of that ghost fork, as it's known. Little cutter, hitting spots. Easy motion, hitting spots. He's got a power fastball. Very good pitcher. Again, a free card. We get Bristow and you get Senga. Just so easy to input that cutter on the pinpoint. 2 big outs there for Senga. It's hitting 126 with McGuire with no home runs. Like, swings don't mean anything, but man, don't they? I mean, I swear they do. Because it's just, there's something about it. There's something about it. He's going to Urias, hitting right on right. I did not realize that at the time because the adrenaline was going from the game. That he went to a right-on-right substitution in this situation. Says a lot about McGuire. And we strike him out on the Ghost Fork. 10-9. Just not going at that pitch on the first pitch. Like, at least see if they're going to leave something in the middle sometimes. You know what I mean? My opponent and I have both left a couple in the middle at times. 2-2. Got me bad on that changeup. Good fight. We should have missed that one. Looking at the PCI, we definitely should have missed that one. I mean, the PCI was not even close. That probably should not have been a foul ball. Get under that and are late on that from Joe Kelly. Trey with 3 singles in this game, getting on base over and over again. Good take.
1-0.
Good take again.
That's inside. No, that's in.
3-0 count. No need to be a hero. Get a base runner there. Good take from JT also.
0-1.
Just a pitcher's pitch there. Right back up the middle with enough power. So glad that got through. Time for Griffey. He's going to go to Chafin. Taking the first pitch all the way there.
0-1. That's a ball.
Fastball inside, slider away. Will this be a fastball inside? Sinker in the middle. That double play written all over it though. Good take, making him work. We've got some data points from 4 pitches in this at bat. Take that one. 3-2. Sneaks the sinker by. Jeter coming out aggressive. Glad we did not foul that one off. And then Jeter. I mean, what a game from him. The triple when we were down. Couple of home runs in his last couple at bats, including the walk-off. But this has been Film Study Daily Rates episode 1. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see more episodes like this in the future, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. Peace.